honey roasted
Hey, bro.
barbecue sauce.
No strings attached, that's a rack, that's a rack. No strings attached, that's a rack, that's a rack. No
No,
strings
no, I'm
attached.
not like.
Pull it up.
Yo.
No, pull up the stream.
Oh.
Alright. Hey yo, we off up in here, man. Let's get some shit organized. No strings attached on a Wednesday night. You know how we do. How we look.
Together.
Well, because we got a heater right here, and everybody trying to feel some heat. That's why we are. What's poppin' out there, man? On Wednesday night, no strings attached. You know how we do it, man. We give it up. You dig? We gon' tonight's topic is temptation. You dig? It's temptation in your relationship. How to keep your thing in your pants and not get caught up in these streets. God damn it, it's hard out here for these streets. Thank everybody for rocking with us, man. Make sure if you just not tuning in, rate, comment, subscribe, all that fly shit. We gonna start going. We got some. I ain't gonna say it now. Gotta wait till the end of the show. I got something coming up for this weekend though, that y'all might fuck with. Over there, that's my homeboy JC.
Que lo que mi gente, ya tú sabes, Puerto Rico en la casa, esto es lo que hay.
All right, and all that. Right here, that's Sister Mo.
Hey y'all, welcome back.
That's it. All right, that nigga did all
That's all
that.
I got tonight.
All right, right there, that's Bree, baby.
Hey everybody, we back in this thing.
We back up in this thing. Y'all know how it go, man. We allow everybody on this show to express themselves in their most organic state. So rate, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, or thumbs down if you want to be on that type of shit. You dig what I'm saying? Do you jump off in that chat room and make it liver than what it was? You always gotta have somebody send you this link. I'm fucking with you. I'll say you put it I put it in the group. Let's talk before we get to the shit, right? Because I want to talk about this temptation. I just saw the news and my man Kodak Black got caught up out here in these streets.
Yeah.
What kind of so is he going to jail for real or is it like
46 months, 3 years, yep.
4 to 6? Oh, 46.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus
A little
Christ.
over 3.
That's not that's not fun.
I mean,
So
he was facing 10.
oh, yeah, you know. I mean,
Well, it don't seem so bad.
yeah, like,
3 years ain't shit, nigga. You
Yeah.
got it. That us.
like I'm just a big time jail nigga. Yeah, I mean, you know, do that nigga, you probably do a year and a half, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a bad look for Kodak. So hold on, but I don't even know what the hell was this shit about. I wasn't up to speed on what even happened.
It's just like old charges, having guns in his music videos when he was on probation. Like
Niggas always want to
shit.
waving guns. That's what happens.
the judge was like, he been doing dumb shit since he was 15. He ain't a kid no more.
That was on his
so-
ass.
Yo, is that what he said?
Yeah, he didn't he
Hilarious.
try to like post bail or something, but the judge denied it.
He been locked up for a minute, but they knew like they were not gonna give him.
They
a
weren't.
fucking,
They wasn't fucking with him this
I
time.
thought I read something like that he was on like he tried to post bail at one point, but the judge was like, nah, you ain't getting it.
Like, stop doing dumb
To
shit.
be honest, I don't know. I don't
You
follow
famous
Kodak.
motherfuckers is not untouchable.
Well, there you
Real
go.
talk, man. Say
Yeah.
that again, Mo.
So should we start doing like free Kodak now? What should we do? Or should we just let the nigga do his time?
Fuck that nigga.
Okay, there you
No.
go, Mo. Talk.
You know what? Yeah.
Fuck that nigga. There you go.
Hey,
Like that Quavo voice. Fuck
that nigga disrespected Nipsey Hussle's wife, dogs. He shouldn't.
So because of that, it's fuck Kodak.
Yeah, nigga.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to listen. I'm just trying to
He
get the
been doing
information.
he's been doing more off the wall shit than that though. Like
His lives are funny though.
he be out of pocket sometimes.
That
so I
nigga's
don't
wild.
Who
know.
is this white man you got on?
Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, moving on though from Kodak. If you don't know who this gentleman is, I don't know. I'm not gonna say his name, but
Say it.
I don't know.
Oh my
I can pull it up though. But this gentleman here, this is his mugshot, unfortunately.
Oh.
And this gentleman killed his mother's dog because she
Oh
wouldn't
my
let him have
God.
sex in the crib.
I seen that. This happened here in San Antonio.
His mom's dog.
Mm-hmm.
So he's living at home with mom,
Well, listen, let's not judge him.
and he killed her
I see where
dog.
you're going with this, Mo. Let's not judge him.
I'm just trying to get the facts.
That nigga's at least 30 plus.
Yeah, he is.
I just want to get the facts. And he was trying to have sex in the mom crib.
And mom's is like, hey, ain't no fucking going on up in here tonight.
Hey, especially with the dog.
And this nigga wild the fuck out and killed a dog. Did they say what kind of dog it was? I ain't even catch that shit.
I don't think so.
I didn't read the article.
Nigga
I
said,
heard
"I don't
about
get
it.
the
I think
dog."
somebody
Aight.
said somewhere I saw it.
Neither do you.
That's overboard. Like, my nigga, you could have just did it anyway.
Whoa.
Just,
I know, grown ass man.
you could have just
Mo
invited,
hella
like,
upset.
oh, she won't let me do anything. Goes and kills a dog, nigga.
like you could have just
You grown as
invited
fuck.
her over and just said fuck what your mama said, bitch. You went to
Yeah,
the
what was
extreme.
You
your
better
mom
go
gonna
get
do?
you a motel or something, nigga. You grown, you of age.
I don't know if he had that kind of bread, Mo. I'm
But
sorry.
his neck look hella strong.
Well, if he ain't got that kind of bread, he don't need to be worried about getting no pussy. He needs to be working on getting some bread.
You know what? That's a females. Let me talk to the women. Y'all need to go back to that standard. Y'all need to let these niggas know if you ain't got no bread, you know, we ain't got
It's
time
actually
to
crazy
get
because
no
I was
pussy.
just talking about broke dick on the timeline today. I was just talking about. I said broke dick be fire because
See?
them
You see
niggas,
what
them
happened?
niggas be having something to prove.
Hilarious.
It's true.
Nigga out here ain't got nothing else going on in life,
That's a fact.
but I'm finna tear this goddamn pussy up.
Shit, I've been waiting all day for this pussy nigga. I've been at home at the crib. Nigga ain't got no job.
Been in this bitch losing on 2K
I'm waiting
all
for her
day.
to come scoop. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
She gotta come scoop too? God damn.
And that's the level where my friend Nate was talking about. She was like, no. She was like, I gotta scoop that nigga, and he ain't got his own crib I can pull up to. No, I was like, yeah, but I mean, it's more of a convenience thing. That ain't the nigga you fucking on 24/7. You know what I'm saying? That's just when you in the area, you could get dropped off and picked up or something. You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious, nigga. But shout out to this dude though, man. I don't know what kind of trouble he's in, but you know, you can't be going around killing dogs because you're trying to, you know, get some
That's
ass.
crazy.
But shout out to that nigga though, man. Do what the fuck you do. But let's get to the shit though, man. We talking about temptation tonight.
Temptation.
It's funny because I saw some shit. It's like some shit that, like some little snippets from that Oprah put out from her channel, where they talk about like people who got caught up in like different like cheating scenarios, and it's always like the same shit, right? It's like, yeah, me and my wife, we have been together for how many years, and you know, I went back to school and I just met this chick in class, and she was just so cool, you know, and she was showing me attention, and you know, we went for some drinks, and I woke up at her house, and I'm like, nigga.
Escalated quickly.
Damn,
to the house. Like,
yeah, I'm like, my
Escalated quickly.
nigga. So, you know, I was talking with my partner too, and I was like, well, maybe we should do a show. So here was, I'm not gonna say my man's name. Shout out to him if he watching though. Here was a scenario though, right? So he has a lady. So this was, if y'all want right into, this is, he hit me in the email. I was like, nigga, that's your email. So I called this nigga like, nigga, you shot the damn show email, some shit. He's like, yeah, nigga. So anyway, the email is _ no strings at Gmail. So the nigga said, yo, I got a good girl, right? She's cool. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is going pretty good right now in the relationship. She's doing whatever I, you know, kind of need for her to do, holding her end up. We doing our thing. But, right, it's this chick at my job that's just so cool. She sent me some pics too. You know what I'm saying? She just so cool. Her conversation, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what to do. And I was like,
Nigga,
what the
look
fuck you
away.
mean you don't know what to do?
Married?
He's not married.
Oh.
But he got like, he's in
But
a
he got a
committed
good girl.
relationship.
He got a
yeah.
good girl. It's
And I was
definitely
like,
great.
so it's the temptation. It's always going to be temptation.
There is always temptation.
Right?
That's a fact.
So y'all
My
talk to me, man.
girl.
Holla. You said no, JC?
My girl.
Oh, this nigga. But I'm just saying, I just felt like that's just like a regular scenario that comes up, right? That you got somebody and
So-
it's somebody that's always out there at the goddamn grocery store, wherever the fuck.
Yeah.
So my thing is, temptation's gonna always be there, like you said, right? It's always gonna be there. You, no matter where you go, no matter where you look, there's always gonna be somebody there that's gonna catch your attention, other than your significant other. And it's not the temptation that's the problem. Is what you do. It's how you act on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You definitely gotta respect your significant other. Everybody knows where I stand when it comes to cheating. I don't agree with it. I don't like it.
I love how you always
It's-
say that like everybody else like agrees with it, but go ahead though.
No, I'm saying
like the rest of us like, nigga, we down for that
We
shit.
treat
Yeah, that shit is hilarious. Go ahead, nigga.
I'm just saying, like, everybody knows where I stand on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it because I don't think that it should be it should ever be done. You know what I'm saying? But that's
Got you.
me. That's me. I don't know anybody else. Like it could be, you know, it could be whatever. But just play a player. Look away, dogs. Look away. Look away. Don't start a conversation that you know you ain't gonna be able to finish on a good note because it ain't gonna happen.
So you should
like
walk around with blinders on?
no, I'm not talking about put blinders on. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? If
We don't.
if she's at your job and you thinking about doing stuff, make sure that you think about it 2 and 3 times before you do it, because is it worth losing everything else that you already have?
That's a good point. Talk to me, Mo.
Mm. Well,
I know it's some dudes at your job to be choosing up on the low key, Mo. Some niggas
honestly,
that's
I work
married.
around mostly women, and and
Well, shout out to my LGBTQ.
yeah,
And maybe some
but
of them
it's like
choosing
you know my type of job. It's just a bunch of older people. You know, I guess maybe they do have their temptation parts. I don't
They
know.
probably got it more.
I don't know. You know, I don't really get into the lives of too many people that I work with, but I mean, ain't none of the men there just. But anyway, I mean, it definitely keeps me on track. It keeps me focused, and I'm not worried about. I mean, I haven't been with anybody from work for a while, since I was a kid.
Damn. Oh,
Since I
okay.
was a kid,
I was
since I
like,
was
my
younger.
bad, my bad. All right,
But
go
as
ahead.
far as temptation goes, man, I don't know. Like, I think it really comes down to you have to have that level of like discipline where you just like, okay, like, you know, it's always going to be the excitement of something new, something unknown. There's always that factor. But I mean, it comes down to just being like, all right, well, is it worth exploring? Are you committed into this relationship for a reason with this person? Or are you just better off, you know, being on your own? But I don't know. Like, I haven't been in a relationship in a while. So as far as temptation goes, I mean, I be having temptation on my own whenever I'm single and I'm not really fucking with nobody.
Like-
So I've been thinking like how I talked about whenever you're thinking about, you know, getting into a relationship, or if you want to be with somebody, if you think about the action of like dropping everybody that you're talking to and stop fucking with them anymore, and that bothers you, or you feel like you can't do it,
You
don't
probably ain't ready.
commit. You know what I'm saying? Don't commit yet, because that person has to be able to give you that security that you just don't want to go anywhere else, that is good enough to stay in one spot. But I don't know. This one may not be too strong of a topic for me. I haven't been tempted in a long ass time.
You ain't been tempted out here? Maybe you were tempted some people. Talk to me, Bree.
So, like y'all said, temptation is inevitable.
Right.
But this is why the whole stage is necessary.
That's true.
Get that shit out your system. Explore as much as you want to explore till you feel that your needs are no longer fulfilled in whole ways.
Whoa.
And then when you feel like you're ready to settle down and you feel like you could be, you know, strong enough and committed enough
To
to
not
fuck
fuck.
one person, do that. Because I know niggas out here be trying to like have that one main thing, females too,
Right.
but they want to have, you know, other little pieces on the side.
Yep.
And it's like, you know, I feel like you just really got to know for yourself that you want to be committed. Because you can look at someone and find them attractive. That's no issue.
Right.
But it's how you thinking of, like, how you going to do things behind your partner's back or someone that you're with. Because if you're doing that, then temptation is taking over and you're just fucking out of there. Because...
But like, so what's the? Oh, okay, so y'all, I think it's maybe, and I get what y'all are saying, but I think for some people out there that may be like easier said than done. Now, the easy thing to say is, well, maybe you shouldn't be in a relationship. But to Bree's point, I think everybody that's kind of out here, you may feel like you got a quote unquote main, right? So that's my main thing.
My main chick.
Yeah.
My main chick.
But you know what I'm saying? You want to have, and listen, which one? Somebody said it a minute ago. Everybody knows there's nothing like the anticipation of something quote unquote new. Like that, like for a lot of for a lot of the dudes I know dudes that like don't even technically go all the way in terms of like having sex with another woman, but they go right to the fucking edge, right? Just because they like that whole fucking
Adrenaline.
that whole thing about it. You know what I'm saying? That whole thing
Here's
of
my thing though. Here's my thing, and I think I mentioned this a couple shows back, or if it was last show, I don't remember. But if you can't entertain every thought that comes into your mind, man.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You can't entertain every thought that comes into your mind, because then once you think about it, now it becomes a desire, and then you start acting on that desire, and then that shit just leads you to a whole bunch of other bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta definitely be careful with what you're doing and what you're saying. You know what I mean? You can't.
oh, hold on.
You can't. Shout out to the chat that's popping. We got G Matt. We got my boy Alex Limes.
What the hell did Alex say? I can't see his.
You see it on your side.
I'm trying to
So
read.
he said, my boy said,
You know I can't see that far.
he said,
So
if you tempting, then your partner's sex game is weak.
But see,
It
that's
could-
the thing too, though. Like what?
Hey,
I don't think
See, that's why I was saying that like it's levels to it, because that could be.
shout out to
Sometimes
that.
it might not even be like the sex game. Now listen, that could be a factor,
That
right?
could be a factor.
But sometimes it could be that you just want something new.
Yeah.
And I think the deadliest game people get into is the inappropriate conversation game. Because once a conversation, it don't even got to start inappropriate. Just you can tell the energy between two humans that like this shit potentially is a fucking powder keg, right? You can see two humans by themselves interacting. You can be from a distance, be like, oh yeah, something's, you know what I'm saying? They got some chemistry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can definitely tell from
Yeah, you
the
can
get.
tell when people got chemistry, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So like, yeah, sometimes it is the sex game can be whack, but sometimes you might just want something new.
But that's where
Wanna see what that mouth-
that's where commitment plays a big role though, because
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. If you deciding to commit yourself to one person, dude, you got to make sure you stay true to that one person, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around this, bro. Because you can't just go around there and play with other people's emotions like that, because you're gonna get yourself into some major trouble, man. You know what I mean? So, excuse me. So, if you're looking for something new, don't commit to something that you're not sure about.
But I think maybe you weren't looking for something new though.
Yeah.
Maybe you just rolled. Maybe something nice, tender and 21 just rolled up on you. And you were ripe 40, 41 years old, and some nice is showing you some attention
You turn
with
away,
some perky
nigga.
breasts.
You turn away, nigga.
I'm fucking dead.
I'm just giving you a real scenario.
No, I'm with you,
You-
but as a
Oh,
40-something-year-old dude, you got to be mature enough to be like, yo, listen, I got my piece at home. You know what I'm saying? I'll open up my appetite in the streets. I'll be honest with you, but I'm gonna eat at home, nigga.
I feel like if the opportunity is there, and for men, most of the times the opportunity is there, and they know they're not gonna get caught, they're going to do it.
Whoa.
That's just, I feel like,
Damn,
I'm not
Bree.
saying all men, but I'm saying if men have the opportunity to do something that is out of their norm or not their regular thing, or whether, you know, it's just something new, interacting with a female, maybe, you know what I'm saying, I'll talk about like a new coworker, maybe I'll go out to lunch, that's not something you normally do, like,
Yeah.
there's just little things that can lead up to like,
Yeah, don't do none of that shit.
that can get up to that point.
Right.
So,
Shout out to my boy Pete. He says it's not playing with emotions if you're single. You're supposed to act out and see what's out there.
We're talking about committed
yeah,
relationships.
you know,
Yeah.
be a hoe. We said be a
Whoa.
hoe.
We go through your whole
say
phase.
that so strongly.
You
Be
know,
a hoe. It's okay.
Bree is like, just be a hoe.
it's okay.
She-
Okay, so let's talk about this aspect of it though, right? What if there's another human, male or female, shout out to the LGBTQ,
this guy.
that you are attracted to, right? And you are trying to quote unquote push back those advances, right? But the shit is persisting.
What do you mean? Like they're coming on to you?
Yeah, and you're trying to like, you can kind of see it, and you're trying to kind of dead it, you know what I'm saying? But it's still like at what point do you just wax that ass to get it over with?
You don't.
Okay, look,
What, you say, you know what? You want this?
Nigga, you don't.
Is this what you want?
those are the things that be like, oh, I'm nice. I'm trying to know.
Nah, you don't, nigga. You literally you dead it. If they come to you, be
But
like,
see,
yo,
that's the thing, I
listen.
can't see you like JC. I can't see you being that like mean to a female, right? If a female's coming on to you, just
I was just gonna say that at that point, that's when you gotta start getting mean.
yeah, you gotta almost be an asshole. It sounds
Yeah.
like. And I don't know
That's
if you
what-
got that in you,
people
JC.
like to
Just
put
be
an
an
extra term,
asshole.
You just being stiff.
It's not about me
What's
being
that
an
one
asshole, but I
movie?
tell them, nigga,
Beyonce.
when I was married, I'm not gonna say that people would approach me all the time, but
The white chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they
What
were.
is that shit? I don't know.
What y'all talking about?
A
movie with
movie.
Beyonce where she's doing some
Oh,
horrible acting.
obsessed.
Yeah, like she was being nice to Shorty, and she was just fucking obsessed.
Yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like me, when I was married, and I was approached, I made it very clear that I'm off the market. Like don't even try to come this way. And it wasn't me being mean or anything. It was me setting a boundary because I respected my wife.
How
You know what I'm
fine
saying?
was this woman that you're talking about right now?
You regret it now?
That's fucked up. Rick.
Sometimes.
I'm just asking.
Hey,
said
as a
sometimes.
man, it's not that I regret it, but if she was to cross paths, if I was to cross paths with her today, I'd probably holler at her because she was pretty.
Be like, yeah, Shorty, if I went married, I would have.
See, that's that. That's
Yeah.
that conversation.
Someone talk about
Shout out
That's
to
that shit right there.
shout out to Pete Martinez because he's saying like what comes like how quickly should it be a commitment. I mean, I guess that's just a conversation that y'all got to kind of have. And sometimes what happens too is people get committed in their fucking own brain that they think they're in a committed relationship.
fine.
Yeah,
True.
like nigga, you committed. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker's not committed. So that happens too. But I see a lot of times though, and I hate to keep bringing it back to this because I want to flip it the other way with like a man really pressing a female. But like in my experiences, like obviously I'm a fucking male. Shout out to me. But I know a lot of dudes because I'm a man of a certain age now. You dig? But I know a lot of dudes who are a little bit older and who are in positions now just in life, not only just at their jobs in life, where like they doing okay for themselves. So they get younger women approaching them with a lot of fucking rhythm that they giving up out here. You know what I'm saying? On some like really like, yo, so you know what's good. Now listen, they trying to get some fucking paper, but they gonna try to give us some ass with it as well. And my thing is like, you almost, I know I kind of made fun of what you were saying, but you do almost at a certain point gotta start walking around with blinders on.
I'm with you. Because and you know what though, I think that today.
Because if Jayla roll up on me, I mean, goddamn, what you want me to do?
Hey, I don't
My wife gotta understand. Like, what do you want me to do now? You know what I'm saying? Like if my wife catches me with fucking Rihanna, like, what did you want me to do?
But with this,
that's how I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna look up at her like, babe, like, what did you want me to do?
Okay, so what if motherfucking Morris Chestnut rolled up on her?
Well, we need to have a conversation.
If who?
Morris Chestnut.
Oh.
He's very handsome.
He gonna get hit. That nigga.
But see, I think that's the thing. I think you can. That's why I always say. That's why I always try to go like extreme with the example. Because I think that you can kind of put off somebody that you're not that attracted to.
Yeah.
But then sometimes people can get attracted to a personality.
Yeah.
Maybe a motherfucker's talking right.
That's rare for me.
Look, Bree shallow ass.
I think I've
oh my god.
I've liked some
what
ugly
were we talking about
motherfuckers
the
all
other
the time.
day? Speaking of shallow, I'll wait till we're getting closer.
Shout out to my boy Al. He says temptation is like window shopping. You can see something nice and want it, but then you think to yourself, can you really afford it, so to speak? You know what I mean?
Did he say all that? Know what I mean too?
Yeah.
Shout out to him
Like
right now.
afford it with
Shout out to him. Yeah. Shout out to him. All right, let me flip it the other way though, right? Let me get the from a woman's perspective, right? If you're in a relationship, it's going okay, but somebody that you are attracted to is, you know, maybe I don't want to say he's pressing too much to where it's like annoying, but he's showing you some special attention.
What? Hold on.
special attention.
Yeah, he's showing you attention. Yeah, another dude is showing you attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
Like, are y'all just like dead in it? I mean, because I know, like, right now, any female on social media, you can go, you know, your fucking DMs will get lit up. You post one pic with a goddamn you don't even got to like be like nude, just like show a shoulder, and niggas say, ooh, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's nothing for like a woman to like get that kind of attention. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, I know when a man gets that attention, you want to call all your boys, but from a female's perspective, when y'all get the attention all the fucking time, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck are y'all like curbing this shit and like not? Is it that y'all are just not attracted to these niggas?
For me, I could say when I was in a relationship, I had a moment of temptation to where it was somebody that was, you know, becoming famous. And I put myself in the predicament to be around them. And
shout out to Tony Parker.
All
this nigga.
these people, and I was in a relationship, and my nigga got really mad. And I was just like, I didn't do anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was with some friends, so it was just kind of like, you know, we was all hanging out, and I understand now looking back on it how it looked bad, and, you know, I could make my partner feel bad about it. Mm-hmm. But I didn't act on anything. I made it aware that I did have a man, and I just, well, whatever.
But how'd you say it though? Did you say it like, oh, I got a man? Or did you say, I got a man?
Like he asked me.
Oh, you know I got a man. Shit, playing all the damn time. Stop playing with me.
And I was like hesitant to answer.
See? She hesitated. She's about hesitate.
And I was like, yeah. And then
you had to remember?
He was like, you trying to cheat on him? And I was
whoa,
like,
hold on.
Damn, that nigga was bold with it.
See, I feel like
he knew what it was. He said, you already know what it is. We're going to put it out there.
It's not directed towards you, Bree. It's not directed towards you. But I feel like women, when they hesitate to answer that, like they literally thinking way too hard whether or not they want to.
It was a quick, but if y'all knew who it was, like it was like something like I really had to think about, because I was like, damn, it's one of my favorite rappers, and fuck.
I should just let this nigga get a piece.
Period. My homegirl did though. Shout out to
whoa. Whoa. The hell just going with that? What just happened? I don't know if that just happened.
Hey, shout out to G-Man. He says,
you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to who?
Shout out to G Man. He says it's easier said than done to turn the other cheek when that chemistry between two is strong. It's kind of hard not to explore it because it can possibly make you happy. It's not always about that cookie.
Okay, Mo. So let's go to Mo. What if you're gonna pass up your blessing? That person, that right there, that other person could be your blessing, and you need to get out of this little bullshit relationship you in, and and get to your blessing.
Well, I mean,
Because that could be a thing.
in my last relationship, I did have a predicament where I was interested in someone, and I was definitely wanting to see what was going on with all that. But I was trying to be good, trying to be
Hilarious.
faithful or whatever. But I mean, I feel like at the same time, the reason that I felt somewhat enabled was because my boyfriend at the time was like super insecure and super like on my ass about everything. So it kind of made me suspicious as to what the fuck he was doing. And there have been times where he was talking about I remember, I think I told the story about how he was like texting a girl from work and was like, yeah, we just gonna go get drinks, blah blah. Like, I'm just trying to be nice. I was like, nigga,
Fuck that bitch.
Oh.
fuck that bitch. Why this a new bitch in the office and you already got this bitch number in your phone? Like, come on, bro.
Oh, nice ass nigga.
No, nice ass nigga. So I mean, shit like that was definitely things. I mean, if you would have seen me maybe or met me maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, like, man, I was letting temptation take me away. Like, to be honest, I was just letting it. I was going with whatever at that point in time, and at the end of the day, I feel like I still never really. Like, there still was no point. Now that even looking back today, like, there was still no point as far as that goes. So I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
have y'all ever been the other person? Have y'all ever been the one that was tempting somebody?
No.
I don't know.
Good question.
Now that I think about it, I really don't know, because I remember one time a few years ago, someone did tell me that someone had made a comment about me always, she always trying to fuck with somebody, man. I said, damn, any nigga that I've ever fucked with in that point in time, I was like definitely under the impression that everybody was single. So I may have been a temptation for somebody to where they just was not
Like,
talking
fuck
about
yeah,
their
I ain't got no
girl.
bitch.
Yeah, like they're not talking about their girl, things like that, because I mean, for me, it's like I don't want to do shit to people that I wouldn't want people to do to
Done,
me.
yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not finna fuck around with some other girl's boyfriend knowingly being like, yeah, this her man. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, but it don't matter. Like, that's some type of shit it was on, but it was just definitely
Here's another question: have y'all done it unknowingly?
Unknowingly?
tempted another person.
Yeah, unknowingly.
Probably,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't know.
Wasn't my fault.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, like say, like you didn't know. That
I don't
they
know.
Were, like, no, like you didn't know that they were involved. And
Until
they-
after you
Yeah,
found
yeah,
out.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I got you.
Oh yeah, I know Bree got some stories about that shit.
yeah.
Cause niggas be
Yeah, Bree.
trifling.
Bro.
Hey, Roy, take the
Niggas be
popcorn now.
trifling as fuck.
Nah.
No, niggas do be trifling because for me, when I was in a relationship, I never respected a female that knew that that man had a girlfriend and she still had intentions to fuck with him. Like, I just looked down on bitches like that because it's like, bitch, there's hella niggas out here and you want to choose the nigga that got a bitch.
Yeah.
So I was in a situation to where I met a dude, like, never met this nigga like a couple times, never knew he was ended up being married.
Jesus.
Never knew, nothing, never.
He didn't wear a ring or nothing?
No.
Shout out to him.
And someone brought it to my attention that this man actually was married and had a kid and everything. I'm like,
Oh.
damn.
God damn,
I
nigga.
felt really bad because I was like, this nigga really ain't shit. And what's crazy is I seen this nigga last Friday with another bitch. This happened a while ago.
Maybe he's not married anymore.
I don't know, but what's crazy is that I didn't know I had followed him on Instagram. and
Hilarious.
I didn't. And he for sure got everything on there. I was like, wow.
He's like, I thought we was open about it.
Right,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
I
We
guess
had
he
each
just
other on
thought I knew,
Instagram.
but like I never went on his page and was like looking on his shit because I just don't do that unless I really like he came to me in person. Like I never even knew I followed. That's who it was, but or it's just like I don't know. Dudes be trying to downplay a lot of shit when they are with someone and they be like, no, we ain't together right now. Or we, you know what I'm saying?
That's yeah. You know what? I've heard
Oh,
that
actually,
so
you know,
many
now that I
times.
think about it, I have had
I'm
a
about to say,
situation like that where he was like, we not together right now. We, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. But I didn't know about it until it was like, we back together type shit. That was the
Right.
type of story it was. So it was just like, okay. But even whilst back together, this nigga was still hitting my line on the regular. So I was just like, damn, like,
Niggas is
nah, I'm
scandalous.
good. Yeah,
Well-
definitely. Definitely scandalous. And I remember even being at the bar, and I think his fiance was
playing
there.
that game too, though.
I mean, they are, but
It's-
for me, I've never ever
Shut a
cheated
ring on.
on anyone, ever,
I have.
ever.
I don't know if we believe that.
Why? That's so.
I don't
fucked
know.
up. Why wouldn't you believe that?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I believe you.
I really don't.
I'm gonna be straight up. I mean, back in my day, I was
Yeah.
definitely not
You know
faithful.
what,
I was
Most
learning a
fuck
lot,
it.
nigga. I was learning a lot.
Like
It was
now,
very young
like
point in my
that
life.
I'm, been out of a relationship, and I was, I've been did that shit, was committed to someone at a very young age for a long time, and I probably shouldn't have been. Now, like I just. Like, I'm open with people that I talk to. If they ask me if I talk to somebody else, I'm like, yeah, like, you're not my boyfriend. Like, if you want to make things official.
You're
you
not my
wanna
man.
Talk on a more, personal level. Cool, we can get to that. But I'm not committed to no one, and I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm just only. No, bro, you're not the only one.
Let me ask this question though. So, because I mean, you can be in a relationship at a time, but should like from both sides, should you do it or should somebody else continue to pursue you? Right? Because maybe I was kind of playing when I was talking to to Mo a minute ago about you and your little bullshit committed relationship, but you might truly be in a little bullshit relationship, right?
No, I was. I didn't give a fuck after a while.
And like somebody might really be pursuing you on some like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's good? And that person can let me put this out there. Let me give you a scenario. I know some females that fuck with a dude that's totally wrong for them. They still on this I want to fuck with the bad boy nigga shit, right? This nigga going back and forth to jail on some real goofy shit, right? And it's a nigga that's a square nigga, right? But a nigga this is the one you should probably fuck with, right? Square nigga got his shit together, you know what I'm saying? Decent looking brother, you know what I mean? Like, that nigga should continue to shoot his shot in my opinion. Even though he knows that like she's in a relationship. That's a little boy. You can sometimes look if you know somebody like, yeah, that's a little bullshit relationship. I'm gonna continue to pursue this shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be worth it, man. I don't know if you should just stop. You should continue to shoot your shot.
You definitely should respect every in my opinion.
Are you?
Hey, shooters shoot.
I don't know, man. If you see somebody's in a bullshit,
dude, if that's what she wants, that's what she
heard
wants.
Tupac song, "Can You Get Away"? Shout out to Tupac. I'll play it in a minute. Shout out to Tupac.
If that's what she wants, that's what she
Tupac
wants.
hit her
That's
up and
what he
told her,
wants,
"Can she
that's
get
what he
away,
wants.
man?" Shout out
You
to Pac.
can't choose for other people, dog. You can't choose for other people. If they listen,
But what if you want
this is
her? What if you see her coming to work with glasses on because he hit her last night and you like, baby girl, I just want better for you. I'm trying to show you something more.
bro. Listen, so
I should still respect the relationship and be like, you know what? He's whooping your ass every night. I'm not going to pursue you.
I mean, unfortunately, that's not your issue. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not that part, but I'm trying to take you out of that situation, give you some instruction, give you some of this
But
pimping.
listen, my thing
Give you
is,
some of this
Baby
instruction.
girl.
my
Yeah.
thing is, if you're in a relationship and you break that relationship off, I believe you should have a time for yourself, recoup yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself back together. Do what's best for you so that you can present something good for someone else. Because I don't believe coming into a relationship at 50%. You got to come into a relationship at 100%. You can't go. You can't go half of this and half of that. You got to go 100% you. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
I
Yeah.
say this nigga artificial intelligence.
Hold on. You ready?
I seen her.
Oh,
This
nigga, artificial intelligence said basically Bree doesn't claim dudes. So there you go. Shout out to that
And
nigga.
it's with the E, motherfucker. You keep.
He always. I think now at this point he's doing it
Yeah,
as a
you
troll.
doing it on purpose.
At this point, that's just
I
a
don't know,
troll.
I just seen
My
my name
iPhone
in
be
it.
autocorrecting that shit sometimes.
You
I had to
understand?
train my phone to do that. Yeah.
That nigga consistently calls her Bree with
What
an
else
eye.
did you say?
I don't know.
Say some more shit.
This is Pete.
Oh.
Question for JC: what type of woman are you challenging yourself with? Are you looking for commitment, or are you advertising yourself until something comes along?
Damn it, Petey. So
Man, this nigga wants you to open up.
right.
Pause.
So here's
Super
my
Bowl.
thing. Here's my thing. I like a strong woman. I like a strong independent woman who got her stuff together, who knows what she wants and is already working towards getting it done. I can't because I don't like.
Give your Facebook out. Give your Facebook out so they can hit you up, so the women can hit you up.
He has
This
an
nigga
email.
Go ahead,
Oh
nigga.
man, you know what I'm saying? Like I like a strong woman who
Strong woman, ain't that a
who
bitch?
knows what she wants, got her stuff together, and understands that in order for her to be a queen, there has to be a king in the picture.
Boy, these are
what
some
I'm saying?
cheap ass cups I bought.
and
Jesus
you have
Christ.
to you have to
Nigga,
be able
whatever
to
you
take
don't
care
put no pressure
of
on
the
that cup.
king
That
as
shit is
much as
going
the
everywhere.
king takes care of his queen.
Hold on, let me do. hold on.
So
Go ahead, my bad.
I like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just want a woman that's gonna appreciate me for me and all the stuff that I do for her over anything else, because you know nowadays you find women, unfortunately,
Oh,
and
shit.
men do the same thing. This goes for both women and men. That they tell you they're interested, and then all of a sudden you get ghosted. And this is on both sides. This is on both sides, not just
Wait, you're
women
being
doing
a
it.
good person, you get ghosted.
Right. This is on both sides, because men be asking for good women, and they find a good woman, and then they be like, yeah, nah, I'm good.
Kind of good women.
You know what I'm saying? and that's and it's not fair. It's not fair to
But wait,
either
why
party.
is
You
it
know what I'm
not
saying?
Fair.
I don't know if
feel
you
like-
answered the question. I feel like you tiptoed around that one.
Yeah, around his question. But what you were saying about ghosting people, I feel like if I do that to someone, I don't think I need to give you an explanation.
Yet you hold on, say it again.
If I ghost someone, I feel like I don't need to give them an explanation.
Yeah, but don't tell them that you
That's the
interested.
point of
Oh,
ghosting.
see, yeah, no.
You
I
know what I'm
feel like
saying?
if you're-
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Because men do this too. I find a lot of cases where men will be like, "Yeah, I'm interested in this and this and that," and they're not really interested. They just want one thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate.
Cause I know when that hotline
This
bling.
guy. But
Oh my
women,
God.
but women do
You
the
know
same
what I
thing
mean,
too,
right
though.
there?
Women do the same thing, and it's a etchy topic because you know you don't want to.
So you saying women just want you for your body, JC?
No, fuck no,
Is that what you're saying? Are you upset because women just want your body?
not at all.
You want them to want your brain as well?
No, I don't have. I have what they call nowadays a dad bod.
Whoa.
That's all. That's
JC put it out there.
Whoa.
Hey, for some women, dad bods are in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
listen,
ladies, if you're out there and you like a nice dad bod,
listen.
Hit up JC.
hit
All
up
all I
JC.
want is a respectable, honorable woman
Oh,
that's gonna
Jesus
that
Christ.
knows her stuff. That's
No,
it.
nobody
So,
wants
are
that.
you actively looking for commitment, or are you advertising yourself for the right one to come along?
'Cause that is the
was
question.
technically the question.
So I don't advertise myself. No.
Well, how you gonna catch something in, JC? He said, yeah, you tiptoed around it. Yeah, that's what he said. You did tiptoe around that shit.
All right, so no, I'm not advertising myself. I don't ever do that because I don't like to oversell and underdeliver.
Whoa.
You know
Wait,
what I'm saying?
oversell and not deliver?
Jesus Christ.
Under deliver.
Under
Oh,
delivered.
well, same shit.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So I don't advertise myself at all. I really don't.
You just
And
like
I
to
don't
get,
approach women.
You just get chose.
when I go
I said you
out.
fucking color, nigga.
Hey,
Shit.
no, I'm
I just
saying,
get chose. Shit. I ain't advertising shit.
When I go out, I don't go out and approach a woman like I'm that
You
type
get
of dude. This guy.
Telling
I'm
you
not
what.
saying that either.
That's what you
That's what it
saying.
is.
I'm not saying it either.
That's
If
what
you
it
All
saying
I'm saying is
women, how the hell do you mean? They come up to you. Hey, you know you getting
Alright.
chose. Talk your shit. Talk
Yeah.
your shit. They just
So
walk
I
up
just-
on me.
I
They
literally-
recognize this pimping.
I literally just
and they
chill.
wanna get some
I
instructions.
sit there, I chill, I drink, I do me. You know what I'm saying? And there are occasions when they do come up to me, and I'll talk to them and whatnot.
see.
But I don't advertise myself.
Well, you should.
I don't.
You should get out there, JC.
You should.
We should have a segment to where we set JC up on blind
Nah.
We should. That'd be so
nah.
fun,
dates. Why
nigga.
not?
No, we should do that. We should
That would
set you up
be
on a
great.
date. That should be
No.
super fun. Yeah, we can get like some 35-year-old soccer
This
mom.
guy.
Wait, what about? Because me and Monique have talked about setting each other up on blind dates. We haven't done it yet. We should make that like a no strings.
Hold on,
attached.
y'all would set each other up with somebody
Yeah.
y'all. Who? Jesus
We
Christ.
thought hard about who we would pick.
I was
Now-
thinking-
That's what I'm saying. Like who the like? that
I
shit
told her,
would
I was
be-
like, "Can you tell me?" She's like, "That."
whoever you pick for Breeze, he got to have a neck tattoo.
No, he doesn't.
hey, and he can't be a basketball player.
Like a nigga with a neck tattoo.
I mean, he just
And he
can't have
can't
a
be a
basketball
basketball
tatted
player.
on him.
Yeah, as
He
long
could
as
be
you
a
don't have
ball
a
player.
basketball physically tatted on your body, it's cool.
Jesus Christ.
You can hoop, boo. It's okay.
That's a major restriction, though. There's a lot of niggas
Bro,
with basketball
there's-
tattoos.
There is a lot of niggas with basketball tattoos.
I hate that shit.
Niggas didn't
And
even
ever
play in high
since Bree
school.
first said that shit, I have never looked at a nigga with a basketball tattoo the same.
And those are the type of niggas that no longer hoop anymore. Like, okay, it's cool.
I know one nigga that has a basketball tattooed on him that still plays ball.
And the rest of them
It's
niggas,
real rare.
the
It's
rest of them
rare.
niggas stopped playing in
I
junior
mean,
high.
he got a pass though, because you know he's fine or whatever. But
Here we go. See, you get a pass when you're fine.
you get a pass when you're fine. It's pretty boy
Damn, I was
privilege out
gonna tell
here.
y'all something.
What was you gonna tell us?
PvP.
She forgot.
What?
I was gonna tell y'all something. It was before JC had
With
had
this-
answered
Blind
his
date?
With his soliloquy,
It'll come back
Blind
to
date.
me. It'll come back to me.
it will not. She will not remember.
Fuck, stop.
You won't remember. Let me say this right real quick. We try to. I'm trying to set something up. For everybody. I'm boring Mo. I'm trying to set something up.
Like, I'm tired.
Yeah, if you all right now, man, make sure you thumb up the video, right? Rate, comment, subscribe, all
rate.
that fly shit.
Subscribe.
I'm trying to set something up for Saturday, for Saturday coming up, where we could do a live somewhere, probably like a restaurant, something like that. Chill, get some
It'll have to
drinks.
be next Saturday.
Huh?
It'll have to be next Saturday.
Well, it can. Well, nigga.
Oh, yeah, he
you
going to
know,
Austin.
Yeah, well, nigga, you miss out on it.
All right, well, then
I'm
we
gonna
just
call
finesse
in. I'm gonna
it.
call in.
This nigga said we're
You
calling.
better get that
So
number
yeah,
ready.
so y'all, that's why I want y'all to rate, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon so you can get notified when we go live. You dig? Let me get on my Ray J shit. When we go live, you can get notified.
Notified.
Yeah, you dig? You can get notified when we go live, and you know what I'm saying. We got some. I got some. I want to set up for this weekend. Shout out to Papa Do's, right? Might get something
Ew.
popping up there.
That's where we going?
Well, I can't shout out to Papa. Well, fuck y'all.
Nasty.
Why you don't like Cajun?
I've tried, bro. That shit is not real Cajun food. First of all,
I'm not saying it's not, but yeah,
It's just not. It's not up to par, and it's hella expensive for no reason.
it's not that expensive.
It's pretty expensive.
This nigga's talking to Siri. She's talking to Siri.
Damn it.
But anyway, y'all come in because y'all stay tuned for that. We got some people I want to come through. We're going to chop it up, collab, talk some good shit. Chop up some real good games, dog. We're going to start talking some real pimping. I got some, I met 2 pimps that might be coming onto the show. Well, some former pimps. We're going to talk some real fucking pimping.
Bring 'em.
You want to talk to some real,
Yeah.
oh, these niggas, some old school niggas too. They was gorilla pimping back in the day.
Yes.
Some old school
What is
shit.
gorilla pimping?
Oh,
Hey.
I'm down on these hoes.
Oh, please bring 'em.
Yeah, that's some stomp down pimps. That's that. If you ain't got this money, I don't even know why you over here talking to me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Lord.
Every other word is bitch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, hey, say bitch. Look here, bitch. Yeah, shout out to them niggas. Shout out to Trippie Red. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm gonna go to his concert.
man. Alright, so, personally, me, as the one on the panel who's married, I don't get tempted. Shout out to my wife.
Shout out to you.
She already knows the people that's gonna tempt me, and that would be Beyonce. Who else? Rihanna, just because. Like Rihanna, like Beyonce, it's just Beyonce. But Rihanna is just, it just seems limitless possibilities might go on with Rihanna. She might just teach you all types of new shit. You're like,
Yeah.
really? I don't know that was possible. Like Beyonce seems like the intercourse would be pretty standard.
Did you say standard?
Yeah, it's
Not
like
Rihanna?
no, Beyonce. I said
Oh,
Beyonce.
She don't like to get.
Yeah, like you can't really do nothing with her hair. You know what I'm saying? Like she wants to. Yeah, it'll be solid, but it'll be standard. Rihanna, she knows what's gonna happen. It'll be fucking. What's the shit with the chick from Love and Hip Hop on the fucking pole? And,
Mimi.
yeah, it'll be all types of wild shit going on with Rihanna. Shout out to her. But no, I think 2 things helped me. One is borderline walking. Like people knew at my job when I was in offices that like I just genuinely didn't talk to anybody. I was just my shit. They thought I was a weirdo 'cause, I don't need communication and all that.
I'm here to get a check.
Because like, I can be naturally like a friendly person. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, now y'all eating lunch together, and then human beings are made to interact. You know what I'm saying? Like as a human being, you're made to have chemistry with other humans. And you can just have fucking chemistry with somebody, and before you know it, you got a fucking, what's the name of the movie you said with Beyonce?
Obsessed.
Yeah, and you got a chick that just all of a sudden is looking you up on fucking social media and showing up at places.
Stalking.
Yeah, you put on social media, me and we finna go out here, and then this bitch just show up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
see, that's why you can't.
shit can happen. You know what I
Gotta
mean?
be careful.
You gotta be careful out here in these streets. I think Mo has been holding back a little bit though, because I think Mo has wrecked a couple of homes.
Have I?
I feel like Mo has wrecked.
My God.
No, I say that. No, I say
Did
that.
you really
He says
just
that
say
respectfully.
Respect, super respectfully, super
Yeah, like,
respectfully.
Mo, why he coming for your neck?
I'm like, I'm offended.
You should be. You
Mo is
shouldn't
such a
be.
sweetheart. What
But
you
that's
mean?
why. That's why I said that about Mo. Because she's such a nice, chill person that a person can talk to Mo and before they know it, get swept up and they call their wife, I'm never coming home. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. On some real shit.
Mo, have
Because-
you ever done that?
No.
Not yet.
That's how people cheat. I think if you've been with somebody for a long time and you, 'cause that's who was that in the chat? Was it Gerard Matthews in the chat? That's what he said. He said it wasn't even about the. Let me go back to it. What did he say? Hold
Oh
on.
yeah, it's not even about the cookie.
He
all
said
the time.
it's easier said than done to turn the other cheek. When the chemistry between two is strong, it's kind of not. It's hard not to explore it because the positive, whatever the fuck, can make you happier. And sometimes it's just the fucking chemistry. I think that's, when I'm talking temptation, I'm talking chemistry, right? I'm not talking about just sex.
Yeah.
I'm talking like because like sex, that to me that's just flat out cheating. When I'm thinking temptation, I'm thinking somebody that's like has really taken you to a place. That's why I had this shit up with Terrence Howard and Beyonce, because this nigga Terrence Howard, when she was giving this nigga this little dance, at this point this nigga was in a whole nother fucking galaxy. He was ready to risk it all. This nigga was gonna give up everything to Beyonce at that moment. And I'm not mad at you, Terrence. But your little Asian wife would have not been happy, nigga. I think he was still married at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a good look. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think it's more of a y'all talking about the mental shit, because I always felt like mental cheating was was worse than physical.
Oh,
the physical,
it is. It definitely is.
I feel like it goes hand in hand, because I feel like, of course, sometimes for men it could just be a net, and that's why they say when a woman cheats, it's more on a mental level. And you know, when men cheat, it's just because they just want to get one off. Like, I feel like it can go both ways depending on the type of vibe that you have with that person, because your man or your woman could generally meet someone that's just all there mentally that you're not giving to them, and then plus having sex on top of that, that's just like a world of like fucking destruction, because at that point that person is probably already thinking about getting with that.
it's one
next
gone.
person.
Yeah. Like once you get in a fucking a mental connection, man, that shit it is tougher to stop a mental connection than like just a sexual connection. I think you can cut off sex and be like, all right, let me cut this shit off. But if you got mental chemistry
Like
and
you
you're,
think about that,
man, that shit can be crazy.
that could be.
You know what I'm saying? Where like you're like, damn, man, I just really enjoy kicking it. And the thing is, right? What's the rule they got? What's the shit from the Tyler Perry movies? The 80-20 rule, right? Where like that person can be truly filling that 20% void that you feel like your partner is not giving you. You know what I'm saying? And that shit can be important for you at that time. That's why I say I feel like Mo has wrecked a couple of homes out here on the low.
Nah.
Yeah, she won't say it. Listen, I wouldn't say it on camera.
Like knowingly. Been
See, there you go. Don't
'cause
know it.
anytime there's like a significant other in the picture or somebody mentions that, I'm just kind of like, because I mean at that point it's like then I have to sit and worry about like going around what you got going on.
Right.
And I don't have time for that. Like I really
That's a
genuinely
headache.
like if you want to fuck with me, you need to be able to fuck with me, and I fuck with you whenever it needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we need to be around one another or just be in each other's company and shit like that. I don't have to worry about like tiptoeing around something because you got this other shit going on with this girl that you with. You this and that. Like, all right,
Well,
that's
you gotta do
just
the
too much.
whole
It's almost like, you know, just
So the nigga that just hit me up talking about what if you tempted by a stripper? Kill yourself, nigga. That's her job. It's to tempt you. That's not her job?
No.
Oh, I should know. You know what I mean? Figuratively, nigga, you right. We 2019. Jesus Christ. 2019. Figuratively, nigga. Kill yourself. Not really though. Didn't we just pass like the suicide?
Yeah, it's like you can go to jail.
Yeah.
That man does.
Please don't do it. Well, I didn't say who it was though.
Touche. but-
There you go. See? Ha ha.
Anyways,
Loophole.
but
They
yeah,
killed themselves.
no.
What's the
sure.
number for the hotline? Call somebody, nigga. Text somebody.
Yeah.
Send us
If
an
you're going through
email.
some
Yeah,
issues,
Send us an email and tell us. Yes, we will.
For real.
Yeah.
Right? But
if you're going through something,
But
definitely
nigga,
reach out,
strippers,
reach out.
their job is to tempt you. But I do know a lot of niggas that have fell in love with strippers after being, you know, and you know. These
You know what's funny? Mark Anthony and Prince Royce made a song about that, about being addicted to the strip clubs and spending money and
damn, I
going
wouldn't
in at
have
night and
understood
coming
it.
out in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And presenting a ring and shit like that. See, I don't know, man. I feel like
No.
if you know your weakness, don't go around it, dude. You get what I'm saying?
That's a
Like,
good point.
don't go if you know you can't contain yourself at a strip club. Don't go to a strip club. Be smart about it.
I know if y'all want to come kick it with us, we're gonna be going to the strip club for Mo's birthday. But your birthday a long time away.
It's like
Like
6
6
months
months.
away.
So what you can do is
Says
book your
6.
calendar now.
Yeah.
We're
We
we
are accepting birthday
Yeah,
donations
early.
to my Cash App. you know
Set
what
that
I'm
shit up
saying?
early, cause Mo has never been to a strip club, so she doesn't know the inner trappings that are associated
I'm
with
gonna
strip
take her
club.
before
You gonna pregame? That's unfair.
What do you mean?
You're gonna
I
take her
don't want to
before.
go to a strip club.
Yes, you do.
Low
I'm like,
key.
Mo, if I want to go for my birthday,
Look,
we going.
look, we're telling me. Yes, you do, Mo. Yeah, we're gonna go.
No.
Yeah, it'll
It's
be
actually
great.
really enjoyable.
It is really enjoyable.
It's a fun environment.
The drinks are extra expensive, but
See, that's where you gotta go more is BYOB.
Jesus, that's hood shit.
Oh yeah. That's
She said. she,
Oh yeah.
Those are the
Oh,
best.
say
No.
less.
Say less. Me and Mo
No.
going in there. We gonna be in there two peach crowned up like.
No.
nigga said, "Oh yeah."
And that's not the move in a
What you
BYOB.
mean?
I stopped going to those when I was like 23. I had to stop. It got to be too much.
You gotta go to the ones that are low, you know what I'm saying? They're upper class, but once you get to a certain point, you can't serve alcohol. And then most of the times if you're in a strip club with a bar, bitches is not naked. That's a law in Texas.
So you're trying to see vagina?
If I'm gonna go to a strip club, I wanna see butt booty naked bitches.
Shout out to Bree for wanting to see butthole. Shout out to you.
Butthole is butthole. We all got a butthole.
Shout out to Bree. Listen, I'm shouting you out. Look, shout out to my nigga.
You know,
That nigga said falling in love with strippers is nuts. Nigga.
Agree.
Who the fuck you telling? That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna repeat what I told him. But you should maybe you should contemplate it. I don't know. You should not. Don't take that advice. Please don't do it. But nah, man. All right. So temptation, just to kind of get back and wrap this shit up, man. I think you made a good point, cause I think people kind of know what their vices are.
Yeah, but and then they go to it anyways, and understandably because it's entertaining for them. But like I said, if you know that's your weakness, if you know that's where you cross the line, don't cross it. Don't go over it. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to handle your own, man.
Can I
Because
bring this
not
to the
everybody's-
conversation though too? I think sometimes you might want to have a conversation with your partner though. Like if you just met somebody and they have a quality that you really like, if you care about your now, maybe I think Bree, I'm pointing at Mo. I think Mo brought it up earlier that like if you don't really feel that, you know what I'm saying, maybe you should just like leave that person if the shit's really not like, you know what I'm saying, maybe you should be like, yeah, you should be like, you know what, this shit ain't gonna work. Because like if you do like that person and you meet somebody else who has certain qualities that you also like, maybe you should talk to your partner, not tell him like, yo, I met this dope fucking female, man, she hoop, she got a body,
She
yeah, don't do that shit. But maybe you should just make some suggestions to your wife or your significant other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there has to be some type of
But I feel
give
like
and
that should
take.
be like before it's super committed.
I'm with you.
That's
I'm with
the-
you.
that's the
There
thing that I'm
definitely has to
saying.
be.
But
some
sometimes
type
you
of
don't know
exchange.
though. Sometimes you don't know what you're missing until you see it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The 80-20. You could have 80% of the other shit you want,
Yeah.
and you're not cognizant of that 20 until you see it. So maybe your girl got a little butt,
So what if?
and
that
then you realize
person-
I like fat asses. Go ahead.
So what if that person is not willing? Because there is times where people aren't willing to compromise or meet in the middle or do something necessary that their partner likes or do things that they enjoy. So at what point do you like?
You got to make a decision now. Is it worth it?
That's tough.
Yeah, because now you got to make a decision, right? You got to make a decision of, is this something I want to continue
Marriage
with?
seems hard.
See,
I don't think I ever.
but
do that
this
shit.
is my thing. If you're gonna, that's why you got to be very careful with who you invest your time with, man. You got to be very careful with that because you can't just out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, spend 2-3 months with somebody and then, you know, you find somebody else who has just one quality that stands out, you know, and you at that point you definitely got to weigh the pros and cons. Is it worth me losing everything that I've already built for these past 3 months? Or is it worth me starting over again? Sometimes for people, they want to start over again. And for others, it's going to hurt you if you lose everything that you've already built. That's why when I say if you're going to stay committed, stay committed. Don't tell somebody you love them. Don't tell somebody you're interested in them. Don't tell somebody you like them. Don't tell somebody that
Jeez, what can you say?
no, but that's what I'm
Damn.
saying. Don't
Hey,
tell
love,
somebody if you're
committed
gonna
life,
pursue that.
goddamn.
That's what I'm saying. And this goes like I said for both men and women, because men play games just like women play games. You can't do that to a person and then, you know, after you've built a certain time with them, then go out and give it all away. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be willing to overcome your difficulties. Your you know what I'm
What did he
saying?
say? Hold on. I don't know. I can't see what that shit say.
It says shout out to Bree something trying to see naked ass.
That's what you do. Apparently, Bree wants to see a bunch of naked ass.
I mean, that's what the strip club is for.
I mean, technically, you are factually right. Somebody's trying to hit you up. They trying to.
Nigga, you watch my story, you know what the fuck I'm doing.
Whoa. That's how you feel?
Yeah, like why be fucking rude?
Can you see it now?
Shout out to Bree, she trying to see naked ass. Yeah.
There you go. See? So that okay. So like, look, I don't want to like bury this fucking point too far, but what if you meet Bree, right? Your lady doesn't like going to the strip club, and Bree wants to see vagina, and you like, see?
Okay, y'all making it sound really weird. I don't want to be like, oh no, whole bitch's vagina. I just like the atmosphere, the carefree, you know.
No. Go with me on this. Go.
Chill out.
We're already there. We already got comments on it. We're already there.
Oh
We're there. We're there. I'm just saying, I just think that it's sometimes, man. And that's why I always say that like humans, like we're all just fucking humans. You know what I'm saying? So like you want the same shit that every other human being wants. And you can just find some shit in a person, and shit can be.
Yeah, but is that one quality worth losing everything that you've already built? That's my.
But that's the thing, though. It depends on what.
Being built or like being happy. Like, of course, not that just that one factor is gonna make you want to just leave everything. But I feel like if you're not genuinely happy in the situation, no matter how much time, no matter how much you build, no matter how much you invest, if my happiness is at stake and I am not waking up every day being happy being next to this person. Fuck that. I'm gonna get the fuck out and find something that makes me
So then
happy.
here's my question. Why would you invest in somebody that's not gonna make you happy?
It could have been at that time, but people grow. People move on to different things. People have different aspects in life at a certain age. You never know. Yeah. People be married for 30, 40, 50 years and realize, damn, I don't want to be with this person no more. And shit happens.
I'm with you. And those. It's sad that it happens that way, but that's why I say preventive medicine.
Sad, though?
It is because
Okay.
preventive medicine is better than curative. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Look at this nigga.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like if you're
when you take the necessary measures to make sure that you got things in place to make yourself happy first, that's when you can give to other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you can't give to other people what you don't carry yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't go to an ATM and withdraw $20 if you ain't got money in your bank
I know
account.
some niggas that pop cards. Well, go ahead.
This guy.
Go ahead. Go ahead, though, nigga. I see where you're going.
Like you
I
can't,
see where you're going.
I see what you
with
said.
it.
you know what I'm
Good
saying?
point.
Dude, that's a good point.
That's what I'm saying. You can't give to people what you can't offer yourself.
But
That wasn't necessarily what I'm saying.
I think Bree's
I'm-
point is a
I
little
know what
different
you're
though,
saying, but-
because you can genuinely at that whatever moment you got with that person have all those great feelings, and then 6 months, a year, 2 years from then, y'all could just have maybe
You just
grown
realize,
apart,
yeah.
or maybe the shit just wasn't what you thought it was at first. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And that's why I feel
And
like
that's what I was saying. Like maybe it doesn't have to be sad. Maybe you could have really enjoyed that 2 years that you were with that person.
I'm with you. I'm with you on
And I
that.
feel like
I'm
that's
with
why
you.
if I was to ever get married, I would want to take like, you know, really smart steps and decisions into like learning that person and figuring out like if we really mesh. You know, because
As you should.
Everything isn't meant to last forever, and like I said, shit can happen. You know, people go through different things in different stages of life. But I feel like you gotta really, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, I don't know, you just gotta really be on your shit personally and then figure out what's the next move after that.
Definitely.
I think that's why I don't have too much to really contribute to this topic today.
Because you've wrecked some homes?
I've shut up. I haven't been in like a committed relationship in a while, and
Tell us about it.
so
We good.
I hate I mean, I'm just saying to the point that like it's just I haven't really like
Hit her up on Instagram at Shawty
I
Mo.
haven't
Shawty
like
Mo.
really been on a level with somebody where I'm just like, damn, like I only want them. Because whenever you really fucking with somebody, you really want to be with somebody, like a lot of everything.
Like a nigga with
else-
dreads, no?
No.
Shut up.
I'm just asking.
Let her talk.
I know a
I
nigga
know,
with
but-
dreads that like read poetry that like she might like. Go ahead.
I like poetry though.
See? But he has dreads though, so it won't
Hey,
work.
there is a
I
poetry
mean,
slam coming up.
I'm on the fence about dreads.
We should go.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't like when niggas dreads be smelling funny.
And dirty, and they don't get them retwisted. Ugh.
Yeah, like let me get
If
it
you got
together for
dreads,
you.
don't talk to me.
Jesus, okay.
But
Go ahead. Mo.
But anyways,
Jesus
what I'm saying
Christ.
is, it's just like I haven't like had that strong of a feeling for a person to where it's like I don't feel tempted, because I feel like that's what it comes down to whenever you actually, or should come down to whenever you actually decide to commit to somebody. It should be on a level where you just don't want to be tempted by anything. You're not tempted by anything.
You don't see nobody
at that point, and I think that's more so like what that's more so like what the point that that I come to a little bit, because I mean I know that for me, my next situation, my next actual relationship is going to be bomb as hell, to a point where it's like I took my time and this is what I want to pursue and what I want
Talk that into
long-term.
existence,
So-
Mo. I see you.
So I'm just like, I don't know. It's hard to say because I haven't had that strong of a feeling for anybody. And even my last relationship, that disaster of a relationship, like, shit, like I said, there was possibility of temptation everywhere. And I was still trying to be a better person within that relationship. I was trying to be good, just chilling. But then I was getting accused so much to the point where I was like, damn, I might as well just go ahead and.
That nigga was chilling.
But let me say this though, y'all women can really help with subsiding a lot of temptation if y'all wear some fucking clothes at the gym.
Wait, pause,
If y'all were to put on some fucking clothes at the gym,
What do you mean put on some fucking clothes?
put on some clothes.
What do you mean?
I wore a full fit to the gym.
I'm like, I wear a t-shirt, bitches, I mean, girl, if you got the body, bitch, do
See?
it.
Yeah, if I got it, I'm applauding.
You
Fuck
see?
out of here. I worked
Right.
hard
See?
on this
You
shit.
see what's happening? You see what is happening?
I'm sorry, but I have to
Sports
also
bra.
I have to also defend those people that actually work for the way that they look. They
Right.
work
Shout
hard.
out to you,
So I mean, shit. If I work hard for my body
See?
and I got abs and shit, I'm
Bitch,
trying to.
we coming out there.
I'm trying to
See?
show up. You know
See?
what I'm saying?
We
Abs
stepping.
flexing, just sit
See?
down and shit. But
Oh, you're gonna.
that's because you work hard for that
But
shit.
look,
That's the only reason.
Like
why.
me and Mo, we the type of bitches, we can come out looking any kind of way, we still gonna pull, period.
But I'm just saying.
Just letting y'all motherfuckers know.
I'm not saying.
Period.
Who said pretty boy privilege? Hold on.
You said it first, and he just repeated
I
it.
was saying
say
I was
pre-
saying that.
You
Earlier.
did say somebody.
I was saying it earlier.
Oh,
Okay, was-
damn,
I said
missed that.
PVP.
I
But
didn't
no,
know y'all niggas get that too.
what I was gonna say is
Hey,
that
hey,
I wish we had, I wish we would
Hey,
do
shout out
edits
to
on
that
our
guy. He is
videos,
a pretty
so, like,
boy,
when I
though.
do that, it zooms in and starts shaking. I be looking at the camera sometimes, like.
We'll have a cameraman next week. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
But what I was gonna say is that have we just completely canceled out the idea of like, because we were talking about if it's worth it, and if it's worth it, is it worth it? Can you work it? Type shit.
Is it worth it?
Oh, no, but
reverse.
have we completely just like lost hope in like the sappy love
Teamwork
movie
makes
mentality
the dream
that,
work.
that one temptation of a person may just be the person you was meant to be with.
That's what I said a minute ago. Yeah, that maybe that person, because you in this little bullshit relationship.
But that person will never come in the form of temptation.
Why wouldn't
Why
they
not?
though?
I don't think so.
Why wouldn't it?
Because nothing good comes to you in a form of temptation. Nothing good, because you have to work for everything good.
Jay.
You have- no. No.
God damn, everybody's charging
like
me
you
up.
finna take
Yeah,
it to
yeah,
church.
yeah.
Hold on.
Here's what I'm saying. What
Let
I'm
me take you to
got 2
church.
minutes.
No, okay, let me can I say what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm totally with Mo right now. I think sometimes you can be in a relationship that is a toxic, and we've had these shows.
Agreed.
You can be in a toxic relationship
Agreed.
and then be tempted by somebody that can potentially be your blessing, that like can get you out of that bullshit and really be sweep you off your feet and all that shit. And it can be.
But I don't think they're gonna come in the form of temptation. That's what I'm saying. Because everything you obviously you gotta work for everything.
Maybe you just
good.
need a little push
You know
to
what
get out of that
Some
relationship.
niggas actually cheat on their wife and they end up with the mistress and they're together and live happy ever after.
That's true. There are stories like that.
Shout out to the mistress.
But I mean, it's not so much just that, like, from that one temptation, now it's just like, I'm just going to drop. There are some situations where people do drop everything and they're just like, all right, I'm going to go with this because this feels right. But there,
Pussy.
but there are also
Good
those,
pussy,
there are also those
you can't no
temptation
fucking mom. Make you kill your
situations
mama
where
dog.
it's like maybe that person was just kind of, I guess, accessible in the long run, but it wasn't until after you figured out things with your relationship that wasn't working out. Y'all not together anymore. Now I get to pursue this only because this is something that like this person showed me something different than
Then what you? Yes.
Than what I was expecting.
Yes.
So now that we're no longer together, I figured some things out. And that's the thing too, is that sometimes those temptations can teach you something about not only your relationship but your partner at the same time.
Yeah, that's
Because
100% agree.
If you see how somebody else is doing it, oh well, you know, this is how they treat people. This is how they would treat the person that they with. This is how they do things. But it's not something that you're finding at home. It's like, okay, well, that can open your eyes to shit too. And I understand where Roy's coming from too. You know, talking to your partner, trying to
make this shit work.
express that and let
Yeah.
them know that this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm going through, and I want to work it out. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But
yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I don't think that it's not just like you shouldn't cancel out a temptation just because it's like, oh, nothing good's gonna come of it. There can be good things that come out of temptations.
So
I believe.
this is why.
Okay,
I
can we
feel
say what Pete said real quick, and I'll let you answer? Chat, my man.
okay.
Pete said you should
Nah,
go
how
on.
you know it's to me? Hold on.
Because he said you should go on a date and then come back on the podcast and talk about the pros and cons of the date.
Boom.
That's what we said.
Well,
You
he didn't
should go-
say. He didn't say it was for me though.
It
My
is.
nigga, you
It's
the
for
only
you.
one out here not doing shit.
You are the only
What
one
are
not
you
doing
talking
it.
about?
He's
doing
married and we out here living our life.
And I'm not.
You just said you weren't advertising.
Yeah.
You said you weren't putting yourself out there.
That don't mean that I'm not living my life.
We know.
Well, you're alive.
We made you
Bree,
made
we
it
know you're
clear.
not.
We know what you do and what you don't do. Clearly.
Because I work and take care of myself and my kids.
There's nothing wrong with that. But
Exactly. So I'm
We're
living my
saying-
life.
But we're saying have some time
not your
for.
best life.
How do you know?
Damn, I felt that over here.
You lying.
No, I just felt the echo.
No, I
How
felt
do you know I'm not
it.
living
Yeah.
my best life?
It was the beer.
It was.
How do you know I'm not living my
burning.
best life?
You out here fucking.
Whoa.
That has nothing to do with me living my best life.
Oh,
That was it. That was it.
That,
Are you dating anyone?
that has nothing to do with me living my best life.
You're thinking over the head. Of course,
I'm not.
Your life is great because you have kids, you're alive, you're healthy, you got a job, you got a roof over your head. Boom. But we're getting to the
Get to the
point.
butt sex. That's
The
what we want to get to.
point of JC, we want to set you up just to see, like, you know what I'm saying? Not even set you up, just go fill a motherfucker out. Shit.
We just want to see. I don't know. I think it'll be.
I
Just,
think it's a great experiment.
they want to experiment with you. That's,
Yeah.
it was
yeah.
Frankenstein. That's fucked up.
Yeah, no, I'm out. I'm good.
Oh, he said for all the one single. I'm down.
Oh.
Shout
Well,
out
they
to
already
my
talked
boy
about setting each other up.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. Shout out to
Shit.
my boy.
You don't want to send me? My wife would give me a
Oh,
pass so I can go on a
shit.
date.
No,
she would
shut
not.
the hell up.
My wife would show up with the kids.
Yeah,
Period.
nigga.
She like,
She'll show up with the kids in that bitch.
oh,
Nigga,
we're
she,
on
she,
it.
she'll show up with the kids pulling me by my ear like,
Yeah.
you let this shit happen.
She'll show up and she'll be telling the female. So I heard that you want to go on a date with us.
Mo, you down
what?
for blind dates?
I guess.
It should be a thing.
Y'all can,
Listen,
if y'all feel like y'all know someone, I feel like y'all don't know one.
nah,
I
we don't.
do.
We don't.
I know.
I don't know y'all.
I hoop, so I know a lot of people y'all age. 'Cause everybody I hoop with is like in the early.
But you don't like
Roy
basketball
be
players.
bullshit. We don't like niggas with basketball tattoos.
We don't-
There is a difference.
I need to know. Make sure they don't dress fucking ugly.
I don't know what that means though.
Okay, my nigga. First of all,
I'm not like-
Do
How
his-
about, listen,
do
how
his-
about you do
does
this? How
his
about we do
hooping
this?
fit
Look,
match?
How about we do this? How about we do
Does
this?
it coordinate? That's
Hold
what
on.
we need to know.
How
That's a
about we
big
do
indicator.
this?
that
How about
no.
we do this?
What's that?
Here's my proposition.
Does he wear his basketball shoes outside? I need to know that.
He does.
Right.
None of these young niggas wear their basketball shoes outside. They
Thank
annoy the fuck out of me.
God.
Right down.
That's annoying.
Right
Nigga, come
down
to the
what
gym ready
are-
to
What are
hoop.
the qualities
They
that
would
you
do
want
slides
in
to
a
that.
dude?
A neck tattoo. Go ahead. Let's go to Mo now.
No,
Wait,
hold
what?
on.
She want a nigga with a neck tattoo.
Write down the qualities that you
I
want
could
in a dude.
niggas. Like, I'm very.
I
didn't say he
and
was
we'll
hood.
start- And we'll
I'm
start
like, I
lining
do.
them up.
Monique does. Like,
Hey,
we're the
So you want the neck tattoo?
No,
Okay. Who
you
wants the
don't
neck
gotta have a
tattoo?
But you can
She want-
you can
hey.
be you can
Like
be
them,
sleeved
okay,
up with the
good.
chest
She
and the
wants the-
stomach
she wants
tats
the-
and all that shit. I
Monique
like that
like them
shit.
with a kid or two. I
Hey,
don't.
hey, she wants a, hey, she
She
wants it
does.
with the Tyson tattoo.
Yeah, little,
It's
Nigga
y'all
got the
probably
Gucci
think that
Mane.
our types, but it's probably the exact opposite.
it cannot be.
I just literally gave a great example.
Well, he does like neck tattoos. Shout out to the neck tattoo
I
niggas.
don't. I mean, unless it's.
Side or the middle though.
I wouldn't fuck with no neck tattoos.
I'm like, I know a nigga that got a neck
Hey.
tattoo and he fine or whatever.
Hey, nah, but for real, write down the qualities that you look for in a dude. The same for you, Mo.
I actually just wrote them
And-
down today.
And-
Did you listen?
Damn.
Somebody asked me.
That's
Badass.
Was it a
awesome.
guy?
So and then
Please
and then
share.
and then what y'all gonna do is y'all gonna submit it, and then we gonna look for the candidates.
I'm gonna write mine down.
Okay,
today.
so my
We gonna look for the
list-
candidates. And
Let's-
we gonna
let's
make
hit-
it happen.
let's listen.
Hell, this isn't the most list.
But this is
Ready.
just for y'all though. This ain't. You know,
You're doing it too, man.
I ain't doing nothing.
Okay, so qualities list was.
But don't name. No, don't name it. No,
You just
don't
said
list
to.
it. No.
Yeah.
I'm saying submit it to us.
Nah, fuck it. Out there.
Yeah, facts. I want to
This
hear. it.
guy.
I mean, it's not a secret.
She sent it to somebody already. Fuck it. Let's put it out there. Let's
Okay,
go.
so anyways, list of qualities that I'm looking for in a man.
Come on now. Hey,
Okay,
you got
so
some
I
background
put
music,
good
some
humor.
piano music?
Wait, hold on. I said good humor, good sense of humor, open-minded, trustworthy, mature, secure, with good manners.
With good manners?
Yeah.
See, Monique is not shallow.
You don't want a nigga out here that disrespect his mama?
Fuck no.
My shit is
Nigga,
all
I'll beat your ass myself.
physical.
Listen,
Hold on.
I'm with that.
Fucking breathe. Like, I need a nigga with.
Bro, my shit is all physical. I feel
Hey,
super shallow.
does height matter, ladies?
Yes.
Okay.
You said what the fuck?
Listen.
Does height
I
matter?
have, honestly, fucked
That's
with
a
some
question
niggas that
in the
were
chat. That's a
little
question in
bit
the chat.
shorter than me, but they was like exceptionally fine. Like,
You
Like
keep it a
Kevin
little bit
Hart?
shorter than you?
I've dated,
Kevin Hart is
not
not
dated,
fine.
I'm fucking lying. I've dealt with niggas that were shorter than me, but
Like-
I used to not even look at you if you was. You gotta be like top notch, like.
You gotta be tall to ride that ride.
Fine.
I don't know. I mean, I'm 5'2", so
Everybody
it's,
tall to
a
you.
lot of niggas is taller than me. So I feel like I definitely get to be picky about height as far as niggas that are shorter than me, because at that point, bro, you 5 foot and under.
This is
And
Mo.
that's a problem.
This is
They
Mo.
said trap queen.
Apparently, this is Mo's theme fucking song.
What is that?
Trap
Fucking.
queen, okay, well.
This is fucking
I
Mo's.
hate listen. I grew up in some hood ass areas. I went to somewhat of a hood ass school. You know, I done fucked with some niggas from the east side. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely,
Shout out to the
I
trap
definitely
queen.
got love for I got love for hood niggas for real. I do. Cause them niggas be hard. They be acting hard or whatever, but
I am gonna admit.
that shit's cool. And then they be like, "Oh, cool with you." You
They
like,
love their
"Hey,
Fucking Mo smiling at everybody
They
like,
love their bitch.
hey, facts."
but nigga, then we come cuddle. And
Facts. That's that shit I like. What's up?
I am gonna admit, and I've we spoken about this before. Where
Who was the we, nigga?
Who's we?
Yeah.
nigga, me and you, nigga.
Oh, okay. I didn't know, nigga. I
Like,
know what you
there's
talking
like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm like, what you talking about?
Where and this is where I agree with Bree.
Yeah.
That I feel like the first thing for me, the first thing has to be physicality. Like, am I attracted to you? Because if I'm not attracted to you, then I'm not
and
talking
Bree.
to you.
On the same bullshit.
I'm with
I'm
Bree
dead
on it.
ass. I
Yeah.
can't
If
just-
I don't find you attractive, I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna reciprocate whatever it is that you try to give me if I don't find you attractive, because I'm not gonna if it ends up going somewhere, I'm gonna hate myself because I'm not gonna feel comfortable waking up to somebody that I'm not attracted to. You know what I'm saying?
that's
You can
too
have a
bad.
great
But
But
heart.
not
see, that's
being
the
shallow.
thing, though. That's
That's
another
not
thing.
being shallow.
That's
That
another
is being
No,
shallow.
That's
what
another
I'm
thing.
talking about.
That's
That's not
another
being
thing.
shallow.
I
Another
want to. I
thing.
want to make another comment on that. Stop.
Pause.
So I understand where you're coming from, and a lot of situations, the looks are the first thing that people are even, bothering talking to one another for. But there have been situations where there's people that I would like, just be cool with and not even think like anything about them. I wouldn't even. I'm like, no, what I'm saying, nothing would ever happen between me and them, like whatever. But the fact that I got to know them in that
Yes.
aspect, and I got to kind of see really who they are like behind everything else, that made me attracted to them. That made me change my thoughts and my perspective of that person, to where it's like, it doesn't even matter if you're physically attracted to things that you do, the things you say, that the way you are, the person you are, is what attracts me to you. And I've definitely been in some situations where like that, where it's even just, it sounds kind of funny, but when I would say like, damn, I know like, it comes down to being physical with that person. Like, I'm like, damn, I probably wouldn't even have sex with that person, because I'm not attracted to that person in that physical way. But there have been change ups whenever I finally got to know that person through time and like really talking to them,
Yeah.
really getting to know who they are, and that changed. I'd be like, damn, I actually do find this person really attractive. So that's why I don't necessarily cancel out dudes that are average, or just like, maybe on a little more on the ugly
Look
side.
at Mo, average. Mo said you can't fuck with an average nigga. Okay, that's
No,
fucked up.
just like,
I'm fucking
y'all
with
talking about fine ass, attractive
fucking
ass
with you.
people. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely give chances to people who
He
are a
said
little
Jay-Z
bit
looking for a
maybe
diamond, not a
so
cubic zirconia. No, so before I was married, I had in my past dated, how can I say this? I had dated some women who were not classically attractive.
Oh, you dated some butter.
They were not attractive in the classical sense,
Butterface.
but super dope personality, like extra dope.
Listen, and I have, trust me, I have nothing against it, but I don't know, like for me, I have certain expectations, and I won't.
And
I
one of
won't
that is that you got to
lower
be
it.
fine.
I won't lower it
Yeah.
because I
Nigga.
know that women don't lower their expectations when it comes to talking to men.
I just
Oh,
said
and
that I
it's
did
easier.
though. Wait, I
Yeah.
just
No,
said that
no,
I
no,
did.
no.
Motors gave a whole.
No,
that
I'ma tell you
women don't
why.
know their expectations.
He said they
Don't
don't
lower.
lower. They don't lower.
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 Sometimes they.
Yeah. I just told you she does.
No, and the reason why I say
Not
this
she
is
does, but
because,
she did.
because women are more into physicalities than men are, because women are more emotional creatures than men. So
Hold on, nigga.
because
That
of
didn't make sense.
because of that-
You just said women are more emotional, but they're into physicality.
no,
more.
no, they're not into physicality.
Oh,
like-
okay, got
Well,
you. There,
I'm
there.
one of the
So-
whatever percent that is.
So for a woman to choose a man, she's looking past the looks. She's looking past the looks. She's and
Are you saying that Beyonce looked past looks? What are you saying?
hell yeah, I am. The hell.
Shout out to my nigga Hova.
You know what I'm saying? So a woman is definitely a more sophisticated being.
Whoa.
So they're gonna.
First
They
of all,
are.
nigga.
But
They
what
are.
if JC, she was attracted to that nigga? She gotta be.
Yeah, at this point, right?
No, I feel like
Shit.
she could have had anybody.
I mean, JC wasn't bad when he was young.
He ain't ugly,
He
ugly.
was young. Like, he was
Yeah.
aight. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't
I feel like
fine.
because that nigga wasn't a
But-
billionaire when she was fucking with that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was a pretty regular ass rapper ass nigga.
Jay Z was pulling solid ass. He wasn't struggling out here.
Yeah,
in the
you know what I'm
streets.
saying? So I feel
But
like,
because of his status.
but and
let's
that's
be
what
real,
I was gonna
because of
say,
his status.
Because honestly, I'm guilty of it. I have looked past the nigga until I see the type of bitches that he was fucking with that was up to par on my level. So I was like, damn, maybe I can fuck with this
That
nigga.
was on my level. I like that shit.
Because I'm the type of person, if I go out and I see niggas talking to like hella bitches that's like not cute or just like
That's
anything,
unattractive,
that's
yeah.
a big turn off for me.
Hold on. So
Um,
if the females he's messing with are unattractive,
yes,
Yes.
that's I hate that.
hold on. So can I ask this question? I've always wondered. Y'all probably a little young for this at the time, though. Because I remember
Ursher,
when he
Ursher, baby.
married that chick,
she's not cute.
and like it seemed like every female was like they thought Usher was unattractive now. I was like, God damn, how this nigga
That
become?
definitely can make someone unattractive. Like
I'm like, when did Usher fall off in these streets?
It's
It's like he married that ugly bitch. I was like, word, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
He was in love.
That shit
Goddamn.
is a big turn off for me. When I see a nigga somewhere, and
Maybe
I
y'all
see the
dodged the
bitch he
bullet.
fucking with, and then I have been on the other side to where I was curving the nigga, then I see the type of bitches he pulling. I'm like, damn,
That's funny.
maybe I should fuck with the nigga.
Because of the other. That is.
It happens. It's inevitable. It happens.
Is it because I'm confused now? I'm so confused.
I don't think I've
That's for me personally. I'm
Yeah,
not speaking
I
for
don't
other
think
women.
I've
Just
so
for me
confused.
personally,
had
I
that
have
experience.
definitely. I literally did just talked to Mo about this. I just met someone in real life, like, you know, because I was curving this
In
nigga.
real life, not in the Matrix. Go ahead.
And then I seen him and I was like, damn, this nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's
we fall.
fine or whatever.
So you didn't think you was at first? What happened?
I definitely, this nigga has been in my DMs for 2 years and I
Jesus.
literally just linked up with this man.
He was persistent. See,
He wasn't even persistent. Like
he was in
wasn't
a DM
on
for
some
2
weirdo shit.
years,
But like he DM'd me and then like we would see each other out and I would kind of just look past him. Like I wouldn't even look his way.
and he kept DMing you for 2 years. That's kind of persistent, nigga. Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
I guess on a certain level, he wasn't being
After
active.
6 months, nigga, I see, oh, fuck you then. I'm talking shit.
He wasn't being aggy like
Like,
some
claiming
niggas.
it.
Yeah.
I know niggas that been in my DMs
Here and
that
shit.
on some real like
Super thirsty.
like just DMing
Every
me
picture, the moment you put it up, like,
or just DMing me on some
Responding to
weirdo
every
shit.
story and shit.
yeah, nigga. Yeah,
Oh.
them niggas should think about doing something to themselves. I'm not gonna say what
I'm
they
not
should
gonna
think
lie.
about
There's
doing.
this one dude. He's on my Instagram.
Jesus.
He is attractive. He doesn't even live in the same state, but he is so like weird. Like he sends
Word. Weird.
I mean,
This is
but
fucking
he
weird.
literally would send me screenshots of him taking pictures off my Instagram and making him his screensaver, like on some weird shit.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Wait.
Whoa. Hold on. This nigga was screenshotting pictures off your Instagram
Off of my Instagram,
and
or
making
asked
it his.
me,
and
Hold on,
making
he was
it his
saying, hold on.
wallpaper?
He was taking pictures of himself doing this?
No.
Oh, I'm
but
like,
he would
Jesus.
tell me, or he would. So like he would like if I don't post pictures, like he literally just told me this last week. He was like, you don't be posting pictures no more. I need a new background, blase, blase. And he'll send me, like, if I'm his wallpaper, he will take a screenshot of his phone, and I'll show y'all. And he'll make me his background on his phone. And I've never met
That's
this man.
flattering, though. That's flattering,
No,
though.
I've never met him. That's
no, that's
fucking
not
weird.
flattering.
That's weird.
That's weird. That's weird as hell.
People
Don't do
have-
that.
hold on.
No.
People have Beyonce as their wallpaper.
I'm not getting
Come on, nigga,
Beyonce's
she's-
text.
Hold on, but you got a female as your wallpaper?
Yeah.
Nigga, but hey,
Kidding me?
hey,
Regular.
no. This is the weird
You know,
part.
but-
This is the part that's weird.
What?
That she doesn't reach out to whoever she has on her wallpaper, talking about, yo, this is you, this is who I have. Bro, that's weird as hell. You don't.
She
go-
might. You don't know that.
No, nigga, no. Knowing Bree, no. She don't do that shit.
I don't.
No,
What? I do what?
nigga.
Hey, listening.
I didn't say you.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be that extra nigga. You can't be.
I think it's
extra
flattering.
thirsty, though. That's not flattering, bro. That's not flattering. If me,
He just said he's fine.
If I get,
If he's good looking, that means that he can pull some solid ass out here.
Nah.
Look, I'm finna show y'all.
You said no?
This is crazy. No, but he is very attractive. But that just is weird to me because I've never met you a day in my life. I don't entertain you just because we don't live in the same state. Like it's just
I mean, and let's keep the possibility open. Maybe it was just game.
no. He does it a lot.
Hey, maybe he's kick game a lot. Maybe he's interested. Maybe he wants to upgrade you.
First of all, he owns cats.
Fuck is wrong with that?
That's weird.
I don't like cats.
So I'm sorry, but if you a nigga and you
I
a
ain't gonna
cat,
lie.
I don't want to talk to you.
Fucking hate cats. Son.
Real talk.
Can't stand them. I have bro. I have
I have a turtle too. My nigga been doing some weird shit.
Hey, but real talk. I mean, that's hella weird, bro. That's hella weird, dude.
He posted on his story, and people asking him, like, that's me, and that's a screenshot from his phone. See? That's weird.
You posted the picture and he's like, yo, I like the way that picture looks.
That's weird.
So nigga, this is my thing. You've never met this person.
Nope.
You've never met this person.
Okay.
You don't know who they are. You because bro, why would you say it's flattering? Because nigga, that's borderline psychotic, nigga.
It is. But
No,
this is
nigga, it
this-
is.
Not in the, to me, I think it's weird because I am not a public figure. I'm
No,
not
it's not
someone
even.
that's
It's not
in-
even about you being a
No,
public
because I see
figure.
what he's saying. I have a famous woman.
Yeah, she got.
But are you reaching out to this woman and telling her, yo, look, this is who I have on my wallpaper? Yes or no?
Her fan people do that all the time to famous people. But I'm
That's
not, I'm
true.
not famous. That's why I
But
think it's weird.
this just
But you're a diamond in his eye.
but this just confirms my theory that Bree has fans.
Oh my god.
Mo always does say that
She
shit.
does say that.
Mo says
That
that.
is
She
a
does say
fan
that.
mentality. If I put
She
you as my
does say
screensaver,
that.
bro, we
That
not
is true.
You
we
know
not
what? So
affiliated in
I'm
any
gonna have
way.
to give this guy a pass now.
That's a
No.
fan.
I'm gonna have to give
He's
this
a
guy a
fan.
pass.
I don't like that.
I dead ass be
So
saying that
the
all
moral of
time.
today's show is, don't be tempted. Get you some fans. We out of here, man.
Deuces.
I